Hi, everybody. I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And welcome to our preview of the Bird series, a collection of 4 bird-themed games sponsored by Rose Gauntlet Entertainment.
Now, family, these games are coming to back a kit. Now, Star's going to give an overview for each game. And first up, Birds on Birds.
Birds on Birds is a fun dexterity game which involves stacking birds and scoring points. You will take turns selecting from your colony of oddly shaped birds, carefully balancing them on a large but not so stable nesting tree. If the bird, when placed, stays and does not fall, you're in the clear. Can you keep your balance and outlast your opponents? The higher you stack, the more points you score. First player to run out of birds or reach 20 points wins. Now this is Birds on Birds.
Now, this is a family game beyond family games.
Yes.
And kids of all ages can play this.
Yes.
This is fun. This is fun.
It is very thematic.
Yes.
You've got your little tree, you've got your colony of birds, you even got some squirrels in the tree.
And, you know, like the title says, you know, with all these birds, what can go wrong with one tree?
Exactly.
Anything can go wrong. Yeah.
All you're going to do is just stack some birds. That's it.
Yes.
Stack birds.
And you stack birds, and you're trying to make sure that when you put it on, that it's no. And when it drops like it does for me a lot, you know, you have to deal with it. But it is a really fun game. You know, you can play with it with your kids, you know, from little to, you know, big,
Yes.
and have some fun. It's really lighthearted.
It is.
You know, easy to learn, easy to play. So yeah, and these big chunky,
Yes,
you know,
wooden
pieces. You know, look at the art.
And
Now
the
the art
tree.
is really cool.
It is very cool.
Art is
and,
really cool.
And a nice little tree that rocks just a little bit, you know, just to give you that extra challenge to keep the birds stable.
Now, for some variation, they will have stabilizers. So, you know, if little kids, you know, the little ones don't want all this, you know, rocking and everything falls off, you can stabilize it.
Until they get used to playing
Yeah,
the
until they
game.
get used to
Yeah.
playing, and you know, it can have a little bit more steadier hand.
Yes.
Yeah. So I really do like this.
All right, so this is Birds on Birds.
Yep. And next up, Flock.
Flock is a 2 to 5 player game where you compete to have the most birds gathered on your island. In this exciting new take on Rummy, will you play it safe and send your birds home to roost, or risk it all in a bid for more points? Beware, other players can play cards to lure your birds away to their own flock. The gameplay is simple. Draw a card, take 2 actions, take a free action, discard a card. Continue playing until one player has run out of cards. The player with the highest score wins. Now this is Flock.
Yes, it's a very interesting take on Rummy.
Yes.
It's a very interesting take. It's a lot of action, a lot of strategy to the card play.
Yes. And you're just trying to get birds to flock in your
Yes.
area, your island, and your sky. And you want to keep your opponent from taking your birds.
You know, you put down the sets, and you just try to keep, and you're using, you know, like a horizon, like a market of cards. You're using those, but you're trying to keep your points to you, your birds on your side. So because if you bring down some more cards, if your opponent bring down cards that can match your sets when you're in the sky,
Yes.
they can take
They
your
can
birds.
take your
They
birds.
migrate. I don't want no migrating.
Yes, forced migration.
That's forced, and I don't like the forced migration. But if you're lucky, you can keep, you know, if you get, you know, all the same cards in a run, you can put them in your island so they stay.
Yes.
And it's a very interesting take on Rummy.
It is.
And it's really fast. It's
a
fast-paced,
game.
easy to learn.
And they added some little
Yeah.
feathers, which is a little variation to the game.
Well, they give you a chance to kind of, you know, mediate some of the action that's going on.
Right.
Like if you need some more cards, you can use your feather to get some more cards. If you don't use your feathers, you get points.
Yes.
So it's really, really cool game.
Yes. So this is Flock.
Next up, Pebbles.
Pebbles is a trick-taking game for 2 to 4 players with a cute twist. Penguins. Your goal is to control spaces and territories on the ice, collect pebbles, and find love in this fun mashup card game of trick-taking and area control. Players will use their wits and a clever hand of cards to outmaneuver their romantic rivals. Prepare for a delightful blend of strategy and romance that will keep you engaged and entertained from start to finish. Now this is Pebbles.
Now this is so cute.
Yes.
This is a cute game. Penguins just doing some stuff.
It's penguins.
Penguins doing stuff.
And they're showing their love for each other because penguins, they give their mates pebbles.
Pebbles. Very colorful, beautiful pebbles.
Pebbles.
Yes. And while they're trying to dominate their area. Yes, they dominate territory.
Yes.
I love it. I
It's
love
a
it.
mashup between trick taking and area control.
Yes, and you know what's so cute about the cards? It shows you your actions on the card,
Yes.
which is really cool. And you know, like you have to do your action. You got to bring your penguins in, and then once your penguins, you try to move around the board to get where these pebbles are, because that's where you're gonna make your points.
Exactly.
And then when you control an area with a lot of pebbles, that's what you're trying to do, and it's really cool.
And it's very quirky artwork. It's colorful. It's fun. It has a challenge to it. So it's something that the entire family can have fun playing. So this is a really cute take on a trick-taking game with area control.
And it's really cool. It's trick taking. It's really cool.
Yes. So this is Pebbles.
Yep, Pebbles. Next up, Rook Requiem.
Rook Requiem is a spooky trick-taking game for 3 to 5 players. Play your cards wisely to capture coveted ghosts, but beware of the powerful Rook cards. These supernatural cards grant players the ability to alter the game in mysterious and strategic ways. The gameplay is easy. Determine the trump card, deal cards, reveal a ghost, play tricks, and the winner of the trick will take the available ghost card. After playing 3 rounds, the player with the highest score wins. Now this is Rook Requiem.
Yes, this is a trick-taking game on the spooky side.
Yes.
It's a little scary. Got ghosts all over the place, so yeah, it's a little scary.
And even the suits of the cards are scary because you've got a skull,
Yes.
and you've got a candle,
Yes.
a cauldron,
Ooh.
and daggers.
Daggers. They stabbing up some folk. But you know, it's really interesting trick-taking game because while you're playing, things can change on a dime
Yes.
with these ghost cards. Because every round you have to put out this ghost, and you get to win the ghost when you win the trick. But this ghost is gonna throw some tricks at you itself. It's gonna throw some stuff at you because you know, at least you know one time you'll have one trump going on, but the ghost card will tell you no, it'll change the trump this time. And you're like, oh my God, your strategy is changing on a dime.
And then every time you start a round, you have to choose the trump on the melody board, and it can move.
It can move around.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a
it looks like a Ouija board.
Ouija board. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting how you know things change in this game, and your strategy got to change along with it. But it's a lot of fun.
It is.
And it's not that hard to learn.
It's not hard to learn. So this is Rook Requiem.
Now, family, we're gonna come back with the wrap up.
So this is the Bird series.
Yes, very interesting 4 games that go from really easy to challenging to really make your mind think a lot. You know, you have area control over here. I mean, it's just so much trick taking. There's so much going on. But variety. It's a lot of variety that you can play with the whole family. I mean, the whole family, y'all. So definitely take a look at these. Now, don't just take our word for it, family. Check it out for yourself. See if your family or your game group might like these games. Now, Starla, where can you find OFPG and all these birds going all over the place around us? Look like that movie, The Birds. Look, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
I decided to be a bird too.
Oh, you're a bird too? Oh, you are a bird with all your feathers. Go ahead on then.
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right here on YouTube,
right here
on our website, and TikTok.
TikTok. Thanks, fans, for coming out and checking out the Bird series from Rose Gauntlet. Now, if you got any questions or comments, please put it down below. But always remember, with all these birds everywhere, we love you.
Bye, everybody.
Now.